Welcome anyone to my YouTube channel. This is Everett, aka Two Beasts to Kill You, aka the Beast with the Least. And we got some news out of CinemaCon today. Didn't even realize, gonna be honest, didn't even realize it was going on. But we got a couple movie things to talk about when it comes to, obviously, as it relates to video games. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and hit that intro. All right. So, two things then that we're going to talk about before we obviously get to that. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. But yeah, so we have two things to talk about when it comes out of CinemaCon as it relates to Sony. One's an announcement, and the other is just a wrapping up of the filming. But the first is a pretty big one, but it's also kind of a disappointment. So yeah, let's just switch over, and as you can see, there's going to be a Bloodborne movie, and it's going to be R-rated, and the producer is this gentleman right here, Jacksepticeye. He's obviously a YouTuber that I'm pretty sure a lot of people know. I've never once watched any of his videos, but you know, whatever. Sorry about that. I'm just not a Jacksepticeye fan. So yeah, this is big in that like there's something happening with Bloodborne, obviously, but also it's kind of a little bit disappointing because we're getting a movie, but no remake, remaster, sequel, whatever of Bloodborne. And yeah, like obviously that's one of the biggest things that people have been asking for since the game came out. I don't remember the exact year. Let me check. Yeah, 2015. I was going to say 2015, but I didn't want to be wrong. So 2015, the game's been out for over 10 years. You know, obviously Sony's been more than happy to have remasters of The Last of Us parts 1 and 2. They had the Demon Souls remake, you know, and they've had other remasters and remakes, but it's Bloodborne. It seems to be the one game that is like off limits somehow. And then, I mean, you know, we had that whole thing, apparently the reports that came out that supposedly Blue Point, you know, rest in peace, Blue Point Games, had pitched it and even started working on it a bit, a Bloodborne remake remaster. And then FromSoft, or Miyazaki specifically, shut it down. How true that is, obviously, I don't think we'll ever truly know. Maybe at some point we'll know for sure. But at this point in time, we don't really know for sure. But yeah, like, you know, awesome. We're getting an R-rated Bloodborne movie. It's going to be animated as well, so you know they don't have to worry about, you know, the action. I guess it'll be able to be as visceral as they want it to be. And don't get me wrong, look, I'm excited. Okay, it's Bloodborne. I love Bloodborne, and I'm gonna watch this. But man, I would so much just have preferred to hear like, hey, we're getting a remaster. We don't, not even, an update, a PlayStation 5 update to Bloodborne that just makes it 60 frames per second. Like, not too much. Like, we just, you know, us Bloodborne fans, us Soulsborne fans need this a little bit. But yeah, you know, again, I'm excited about the movie, but man, although maybe them doing something with the Bloodborne IP could mean that they actually plan on doing something soon. Maybe making some kind of announcement of a sequel / remaster / remake or whatever. I don't know. Maybe that's just as the kids say, hopium. I don't know. or coping. I don't know. But yeah, as for the second set of movie news, which I somehow did not realize Sony was the production company for this movie, which makes it hilarious with their history and everything. But yeah, the Legend of Zelda film is wrapped filming. So probably within a few months we might get a trailer or something. And I mean, that's pretty cool, I think, because I mean, I'm excited about Legend of Zelda film, because I mean, I've been playing Zelda ever since I was a kid. Like, it's literally as old as me, the Zelda franchise. Same year, 40 years old, 1986. So to see this in a live action setting will be, you know, non fan movie setting, but live action. I mean, we've had, like, you know, there was that cartoon from fucking years ago. Oh man, I'm looking at my camera and it is like not focusing on me. I have a new camera, so it's if you could tell, it has that autofocus. Probably gonna have to fix that. But yeah, like, this comes out next year, the Zelda movie. So I mean, recently we had the Majora's Mask art director talking about, like, if he speaks in the movie, it's going to ruin the magic of the games, which I don't believe. I mean, I've been saying it. I was saying it in the previous podcast I just released earlier today, as I'm recording this video. I think Link needs to talk. He's his own character. As I said in the podcast, like, it made sense back in the day where you can name the character and, whatever. It's supposed to be, basically you. But he's his own character now. He's, they name him that. I mean, he's always been named Link, but, like, it's been solidified since Smash Brothers, and even more so now in the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom games, where he's just straight up Link. You can't even name the character. He's just Link. You just play as Link. And so I think he just needs to have a voice in general. Obviously, Nintendo still believes in the whole voiceless Link, because even in the newer games with voice acting, he does not have a voice. Even though he clearly talks to characters, he still does not have a voice. So we'll see if they go through with that in the movies. I mean, it could work. A character that doesn't talk. As I said in the podcast, I name dropped a couple movies: Hardcore Henry and Willy's Wonderland, where the main characters just don't speak at all. It is other characters that are doing all the speaking. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we got an animated Bloodborne, an animated R-rated Bloodborne movie, and Zelda coming out next year. Nothing on when the Bloodborne movie will come out, but hopefully maybe not too long, maybe a couple years. We'll see about that. But all right, I'm going to go ahead and end that right there, because I'm dragging on now. As per the usual, you like what I do on this channel, you like my podcast, new episodes every Monday, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And until next time, I'll catch you later.